Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? I'm happy to have you here. We are excited to have you here. I am Jose Art, and I am with Yari Pere. We are with Punta Pacifica Realty, the #1 luxury residential company in the city of Panama. And today we are excited to share what we have called the secrets. And we're going to share as well information about how's Panama doing right now, especially this past week. And we're going to tell you how we see Panama in the next 2 and 3 years from now, especially in the real estate industry and in the economy of Panama. So I just want to say thank you for everybody that is joining right now into this webinar. Again, thank you for being here. We have put a lot of hours putting this together. We have doing a lot of marketing research to put this together. And again, we are excited to have you here, and we're going to start this webinar. Okay, so this is the Cash the Next Way webinar, how to make even more money in real estate today. First of all, my name is Jose Art, and I just want to tell you a little bit of myself. I have close to 7 years of experience in the real estate industry. And it all began in 2007 when I my first real estate investment. I was working for a multinational company, and I purchased a property, and I waited, almost 2 years, and I made close to $40,000. So I was immediately hooked with the real estate. Nevertheless, I continued working in this multinational company, and it wasn't until 2013 that I actually immersed myself into the real estate industry. I joined Punta Pacifica Realty, and right now I specialize in helping investors and regular clients to find the very best real estate property in the city of Panama.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yari Pere. I'm a project manager in Punta Pacifica Realty as well, and I also specialize in branded luxury residential properties. I have more than 12 years being involved with the real estate business in Panama. Back in 2011, I was already a certified broker, and I was also helping investors decorate their investment properties. So I worked for many years with Punta Pacifica Realty as well, serving them to get them their units to a turnkey apartment, so they didn't have to hassle any decoration involved with that, and get it ready for rent, and it was a success. And today I'm completely involved with the luxury market. And as you can see, I enjoy outdoor. I have 2 beautiful golden retrievers that many of my clients meet every time they come to Panama. And we're very excited to have you all here and to share all this information. We have been doing a lot of research, like Jose mentioned, to provide you with all these insights, and let's get started.
Yeah, so one of the first thing that we wanted to share with you guys is the recent news that we got this week. We have been in lockdown for the past 5 months, and we are happy to announce that Panama is going to officially open this October the 12th. So we're happy to share this news with you. The tourism is going to be open, the hotels, restaurants, construction, and most importantly, the international airport. So, and I just wanted to mention that the Panama government is taking all the measurements to have this new era in the safest way possible. They making sure that everything's going to be following the health procedure. So, as I said, we are happy to announce that this news, came out just this week between Monday and Tuesday. And right now, Yari's going to tell you a little bit of what we had in 2005, how everything looks back in 2005. So she's going to take you guys back in time in this year, how everything looks like, and so you can better understand why we have put catch the next wave to this webinar.
Thank you, Jose. And yes, and we wanted to create some context on why we think this is an amazing moment for everything that we've created. Back in 2005, I remember that everything was so different in regards to real estate in Panama. But we started getting some really interesting things happening. For example, the iconic Trump Ocean Club building started sales back in 2005. And this was the first time a Trump building was ever built outside the United States. We were also declared as the best place to retire in Panama. So that it started attracting a lot of people from Canada, from the United States, and some parts of Europe as well, visiting Panama to see why was that. And in 2003, they created a law that is called Law 41. And this law provided a lot of incentive, including fiscal incentive, to multinational companies. So they started opening their regional offices here in Panama. In 2005, we had quite a few of the big ones. We had Procter & Gamble looking to Panama, Johnson & Johnson, and many others. So everything started to change. And I don't know if you read before, if Jose mentioned, but he's a surfer, and he explains me, he explained me this one. So I have some photos on your right hand. And the top one, where it says 2005, it's a flat ocean, but with some light stripes, lines in the ocean. And he said that when a good swell was coming, when good waves were about to come to shore, you wouldn't see them because they were far away, but you would see those lines in the ocean, and you would know that something good was coming for you to surf. So that was 2005 for us. We knew some new things were coming, but we're not sure exactly what. But then in 2010, 2012, the waves were in the shore. We had Trump Ocean Club closing, closes started, a lot of people coming to Panama. I think of almost 100 multinational companies were already established in Panama. So we had a lot of relocation happening. It was so hard to find a unit to rent. And it was completely different. And I want to show you some photos. For those of you that are in Panama or have been in Panama, for me, this is very impressive. We found this photo quite weeks ago, and we couldn't even remember. This is Punta Pacifica back in 2005. And this is my replication of the Trump Ocean Club, because that's where it's now. There was nothing there. You can see barely like 2 of 4 buildings that were in construction. Our office in the Aqualina building was here. It's here, you know. And I also point Foodie and Super 99 because those are the spots that people know around here. So this was that was Punta Pacifica back in 2005. And it's super impressive because we had this photo, we had this photo in the office, in our office, and I was looking at the photo because this was Punta Pacifica in 2012. And it's a completely different skyline. So that was the change that I was able to see in my country during those times. And you would ask yourself, well, Yari, you're talking of 2005, 2010, we're in 2020, so we lost it. So we lost the wave. And what we wanted to show you today is that you can catch the next wave and how you can do this. So we have been gathering a lot of information. We have been doing research. We have been following news throughout this pandemic time in the last 5-6 months. And we want to show you what we have. So Jose is going to continue and explain you a little bit more on this. Yeah,
as Yari mentioned, we have been doing a lot of research for for the past 4 or 5 months. And we just didn't want to, tell you what we see in Panama right now, what's the projection for the next 2 or 3 years. So we just wanted to, bring you other sources, what others say about Panama. And, I can share this news that was back in July the 28th, a couple of weeks ago, from Bank of America, where they say that Panama, the glass is half full. Basically, they made this report where they say basically that Panama is a strong country to invest. And they say that Panama will emerge from the crisis in a stronger macroeconomic position than Latin America peers and with a greater capacity. And they basically base this report in many factors. They say that Panama's debt is moderate, so that's one thing, which is very important. They also say that Panama offers friendly market policy, which is very, very important as well. And they say that, Panama has a diversified economy. And this is, very, very important as well. And one of the greatest assets that, Latin America has, and we have it right here in Panama, which is the Panama Canal. And throughout the Panama Canal goes close to 6% of the whole commerce around the world. So even though we are experiencing this global crisis, the Panama Canal right now is still strong and stable. It contributing to 30% of the Panama's economy. And even though, as I mentioned, we are facing this global crisis, we are very close to what they forecasted back in 2019 to what we are getting right now in 2020. Another great asset that we have is Copper Panama. The copper has diversified the Panamanian economy and increased its annual GDP growth. So Copper Panama is a company that we have right here in Panama. It's actually among the 10 major mines in the world. So definitely it plays a key role in boosting the economy right now. So we wanted to share this news with you. We also have what Moody's says about Panama. Moody's is one of the big 3 credit rating agencies in the world. And they basically say that Panama is going to be the richest country in Latin America. They maintain a positive rating for the country, for Panama, which is excellent. And they say that Panama is now on track to become the richest country in Latin America. Panama's economy continues to be stable and strong despite the current global crisis. And this is a very important news as well. Back in April, the Panama government issued $2.5 billion in bond. And the interesting thing is that when the Panama government went to the international markets, it created 3 times more interest in international investors. So they could have borrowed, $7 billion. Instead, they took only $2.5 billion. So, and this means only one thing, international investors see Panama as a strong country to invest.
And all this is excellent news for people are asking. That's why we wanted to do this webinar, because we have many clients and clients of our colleagues in the office asking what's going on in Panama, what's going to happen. And we have been gathering this information because all this is great news that many people don't know. And going back to 2005, when I mentioned there was Law 41 that was bringing all these multinational companies to Panama. Right now, the government is working on a new legislation that is going to open a broader spectrum for multinationals. So now we're going to be having multinational manufacturing related services. This new law is called the EMA law, and it's going to bring services related to manufacturing, such as assembling, remanufacturing, conditioning, maintenance, logistics services. So multinationals that have regional offices here and don't have the services going on in Panama can now bring this, and then new companies can also come to Panama. And we already have around 100 new companies that are looking into Panama because of this law. So we know what happened back then in 2003 when this started. So we're very positive on what this is going to bring to the country as well. And then we have another source that many people know. It's International Living. International Living is a huge magazine. It's one of the biggest magazines. It has this monthly subscription, and it provides a lot of people with information on the best places to go to retire, to travel, to invest in the world. And they actually host a big seminar in Panama where they give a lot of information. And they have called out that we have, first of all, they consider that we have the best retiree incentive program in the world, and that you can find here in Panama the world's most beautiful mountains, beach, and island properties. And I totally agree with that. So we have many advantages comparing with other Central American and South America countries. So all this is great news for us, and we wanted to share those with you. But before we continue, we do have a lot more information to go through. And I know many people could be having questions in regards to the things that we have already speaking and sharing, and the things that we're continue to share. So if you can submit your questions in the chat, we have Miguel from our office. He's going to be collecting these questions. At the end of the webinar, we're going to have a Q&A session. So feel free to start shooting those questions, and so we can get back to those at the end.
So we're going to, actually reveal what we have called the three secrets. And, to give you a little bit of history, we sat down with one of the most respectful developers in the city of Panama, which is Grupo Los Pueblos. And we were, basically brainstorming because we wanted to give this sense of certainty to all of our clients or all of our investors. But we basically found three main concerns that people had. And basically, the number one concern that people had, those people that wanted to purchase a property and receive a monthly income, a yearly income from their properties because they wanted to rent it. They didn't know if they could, actually find a tenant. And most importantly, they didn't know at what price they could rent their places. So that was number one. Number two, they didn't know where to put their money. That was a big issue because they wanted to have a high return on interest in their, in their money. And number three, they didn't know if they could actually, request a loan from the bank. Because, things change a lot, so they didn't know that. So those were the three main concerns that people had. And that's why we create this, as I mentioned, what we call three secrets that Yari is going to explain.
Yes, but before we start, we have somebody here that it's going to share a little bit more information on this. And I'm going to have Jeff Barton come in. Yes.
Hey, everybody. Well, just first off, I wanted to give a big thanks to both Yari and Jose. A lot of time, energy has been put into putting this webinar together, a lot of information, and we're happy to have everybody here. And yeah, I just wanted to say a quick hello. It's your show, so I'm not going to take over, but I wanted to just say hi to everyone and let everyone know, how happy we are about this program that we have put together and the success we're already seeing. We've already put together signed firm contracts in the last 30 days of over $10 million. And it's been a result of, you know, a lot of listening, a lot of surveys, talking to people, and trying to find out what are the real concerns, what are the real hot buttons. And, you know, the number one thing is safety and security of their funds. And that's why we teamed up with Grupo Los Pueblos, the top developer in the country of Panama. I'm going to let Jose continue on the others so I don't steal the show, but just wanted to just reiterate, how happy we are to have everyone here, and the fact that these programs are in effect, they're working. Things are different and difficult these days, but we are seeing a lot of results. And to have 10 million in sales, in any city in the world, especially during these times, has really been a privilege and an honor. And we hope to be able to have everyone participate, or at least learn more about what it's all about after this webinar as well.
Thank you, Jeff. And yes, like Jeff mentioned, we were very excited to have this in Grupo Los Pueblos, creating this opportunity for our clients where they can feel confident and feel their investments are secure. So like Jose mentioned, we went through 3 main things that are very big for our clients. It's how can I secure the best price on a property? How can I make my money work for me since the moment I put my down payments? Those things are things that we have never seen before in Panama. And a big one, many people that we have 95% of our clients live all over the world. They want a hassle-free investment where they can secure a rent with no headaches. That's the reality. So they can completely disconnect from the property and keep receiving their monthly income every month, guaranteed for minimum 2 consecutive years. And the other big one was, hey, how can I secure property and I don't want to lose liquidity? We don't know what's going on, and I want to invest, but I don't want to put all my money in right now. So the first secret, like we call it, how does this work? You will receive a 6% return on investment on your down payments since the day one until the property is delivered. So all the money that you put on your down payment is going to be creating a 6% return for you until the unit is delivered. And what is the benefit for you? Well, you'll get 6% that it's representing somewhere between $25,000 to $100,000, depending on the value of the property that you pick. And we have been researching in Panama and other countries, and putting your money in an investment, securing the best price, it's also giving you a better return that you can get on a saving account or a CD account. So that's as simple as that with this one. And it's a great incentive. So this was a huge one that our clients really, really liked. And then we went to the second investment, the second secret, where you can completely disconnect. You buy a property, and once the property is ready, we're going to show you the projects in a little bit, but once the property is ready to be delivered, the developer will rent it for you for a minimum of 2 years, and it's guaranteeing a 6% ROI net. So this represents $25,000 to $60,000 per year, also depending on the property in the apartment. So it's guaranteed. And this 6% ROI is net. That means after property tax, after the HOA, after property management, totally hands-off investment. They will furnish the unit. They will deliver it turnkey. They will assure that it's on the best top quality possible. And then you just relax, hopefully, anywhere you want, and keep receiving your income every month from your investment. And then the third one that I want to share is developers financing. So this is another thing that happens. Many of our clients are asking, hey, can I get a loan in Panama? And yes, you can get a loan if you're from another country, you can get a loan. You do have to go through sending income tax report. It could be a lot of paperwork, a lot of bureaucracy, and there's cancellation fee. Many of our clients don't even want to go through a long loan. They prefer a short loan. And then there's cancellation fee, there's credit check. And with the developer financing, you don't have to go through all this. It's pretty much like a pre-approve. And you get your property financed for a period of 5 years, more or less. And the interest rates are really competitive to anything that we have in the markets in the Panamanian banks. So this one is a no-brainer. This works perfectly for someone that maybe is planning to relocate to Panama, and maybe they don't want they don't have a credit yet, so they can start with this. So this brings a broader spectrum to this. So before we continue, I do have something else I want to show you. Just give me a quick second so I can put this on. And
hello everyone. My name is Alfredo Aleman, and I am the CEO of Grupo Los Pueblos. We are a leading company in quality real estate development with innovative concepts that generate value for all our stakeholders. I wanted to stop by to greet you all and for you to meet one of the faces behind the company. Jose and Yari are about to show you our most innovative projects, including what we call the Grupo Los Pueblos Legacy to Panama Construction, the Ocean Reef Islands. Once again, thank you for being here, and I look forward of you to becoming part of the Grupo Los Pueblos family. Thank you.
And well, you guys, that's Alfredo from Grupo Los Pueblos, and he wanted to send this quick video so you can meet the face behind this amazing company, and he's open always to meet our clients. And he couldn't be here right now, but he sent this video to greet you all. And we're gonna start going through what are the projects that apply to these incentives that we're gonna show you. Jose, you wanted to add something before we continue?
We are excited to have Alfredo right here. As you mentioned, he's a great guy, and we are honored to join forces with this amazing company. And yeah, we are excited to share all the projects that we have for you.
Yes. Okay, great. So let's get started with the projects. And we're gonna start with Ocean House. And I'm gonna go through the projects and try to give you a brief explanation on the key points of each of these projects. So Ocean House is located on one of the most exclusive residential communities in Panama called Santa Maria. Santa Maria is, it's a gated community, fully residential, and it's the key thing and the amazing thing of this community is that it's built around an 18-hole professional course that's designed by the famous Jack Nicklaus. So this is the best golfing course we have in Panama, and you would be surrounded by it living in Santa Maria. Santa Maria also has a great private club with a lot of amenities that it's going to be right there in part of the community. The location and the quality of these amenities in Ocean House, as this project specifically, are also huge. This building has 17 amenities, and they're all really amazing. I'll show you, I'll mention a few right now. You're gonna have in this building a paddle tennis and multifunctional court in the top of the building. You'll have modern, amazing gym. You will have a yoga deck also in the last floor. And you will have a lap pool and a kids pool. You'll have use bar, game room, co-working spaces, and a wine cellar. One of the ones that I really like, it's the pet grooming spot. I've never seen this in any project in Panama, not even in the ones that are also in construction anywhere else. So 17 amenities in this building. It's a fresh, modern building. It's going to attract new small families, multinational executive for sure as well. And just to give you an idea, the other thing that is a key factor for this project is that in Santa Maria, you usually have bigger units, you have bigger apartments. This is the only project in Santa Maria offering 1-bedroom units starting at $220,000. You have 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms as well. So for us, this is a very unique product, and that's why I want to pick this one and show it to you guys. And there's another project that we really like. There's people that, you know, they don't want to be inside a gated community. So we picked this one that's also a very modern building with all the new concepts, with the co-working spaces and great amenities for people to share. And it's comfortable. It's located in a neighborhood in Panama that is called San Francisco. San Francisco, specifically on an area called Coco del Mar, but it's part of San Francisco. And San Francisco, it's well known in Panama as the new spot for the restaurants. So this is close to anything. You're maybe around 20 minutes from the airport. You are 10 minutes from the banking district. So you're in the city, but you're close to everything. But at the same time, it's a very, very nice area. And you can walk around pretty much anywhere you want. So we have in Coco Place 2-bedroom units right now. We had studios, 1-bedrooms, are sold out. That's another thing. These 2 projects are sold out. Coco Place is sold out 70% right now. And I would say Ocean House around 50 to 60% at the moment. And in Coco Place, we still have 2-bedroom units that are starting at $225,000. A great layout. I've reviewed them, and they're great layouts with great amenities. So these 2 projects are amazing, are a target for either if you want to invest or live in Panama. And let me ask you a question. I'm going to throw right now a quick question, if you could answer right now. I'm going to throw a quick question right now. If you should see it in your computers right now. Are you into investing? Are you into getting a second home? Are you into relocating to Panama as completely? And great. So most people are into relocating to Panama and investing. That's great. Wow, we have 50% people investing. We have 35, it's changing, but most people are looking into investing. So this type of properties are a great thing for multinational executive. You know, they're modern, they have great amenities, and they're very well located. For most of the offices are in the banking district or in Costa del Este, so it's easy to go around for them. Okay, great. So I'll end the poll right now, and we're gonna go into this amazing project. This is exactly what Alfredo was talking about, the legacy of Grupo Los Pueblos to Panama, and I would say to Latin America. And Jose will talk to you about Ocean Reef, so I'll let that to him.
Thank you, Yari, for that information. And yes, again, we are excited to share this information. You know, Ocean Reef is actually the first luxury residential community that is built on two man-made island, located on the Pacific Ocean. And the great thing is that you're going to be 5 minutes away from downtown Panama. So that means that you don't have to, listen to the noise of the traffic or the noise of the cars. Instead, you're going to be able to listen to birds singing every morning and every afternoon. Or you can watch, different type of fish crossing by right in front of your house. And that's amazing. In the investment side in Ocean Reef, I don't see nothing but a constantly increase in value in each and every property in the island, and mainly for two reasons. Number one, this is a unique product. That means that there's no comparable, which is great. And number two, because this is a limited product, that means that once it's sold out, we won't have the opportunity to, find something like this. So, and this is my personal opinion, I think this will become like those well-recognized zip codes around the world that actually prices are dictated by the residents as opposed to the local market, which is great. Ocean Reef offers you a variety of amenities, such as water sport, like, kayaking, you can stand-up paddle, jet ski. You can also have a tennis court, basketball, and it also offers you a full service marina for luxury sport fishing boats and super yachts. You can see here the pictures of the marina, and actually the photo at night, that was back in January when the marina was, the first phase of the marina was launched, and it was an amazing night. So we were very happy that day, and we can continue chatting with the next slides. This is another picture about the launch of the first phase, and a little bit more information about Ocean Reef overall and the marina. Putting a lot of, giving you a little bit of like a story. I mean, everything began, back in 2003, 2004, when a group of Panamanians, Grupo Los Pueblos, started dreaming on having a unique product, not only in Panama, but in the whole Latin American region. And they were dreaming having something like this, for people to be able to live in a closed community gate in an island with a marina, with a yacht club, and just be 5 minutes away from downtown Panama. And right now, Ocean Reef is a reality. And I like to call Ocean Reef like a little city inside the city. And we have a little bit of everything. We have, as I mentioned, the marina for boat lovers. And we have villas ranging, 6,000 square feet, overlooking to the sunrise. We also have 2 and 3 bedrooms overlooking to the sunrise, also to the marina. And this particular project is called Seascape, which is in pre-construction right now. Right now it's close to 80% sold out. We have 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms right here. And it's the first luxury residential project that focuses on wellness and a healthier lifestyle. And you're gonna have a pool with white sand, palm trees, so you can be connected to nature. You're gonna have a juice bar right on the ground floor, so you can get a juice bar like every morning. You're gonna have a deck, meditation deck, so you can receive the first rays of the sun every morning. You're gonna have a co-working space and a smart meter room. So I mean, you can have a webinar, this type of calls, presentations, and you're gonna have a wine cellar. So I mean, you can keep your wine to the right temperature in that place. So Yari, can you go? Yeah, and I want to show you this picture because I have a lot of clients in different parts of the world, and sometimes it's not so easy to understand the perspective about where the island is located. And you can see right here, Punta Pacifica, for those of you that know Punta Pacifica, is right behind of the island. To my left, you can see the financial district. And so it's very, very close to the city. And to the right, you know, I put some wording that you are, you know, 20 minutes from an international airport. And, you know, the good thing is that I like to call Ocean Reef like you have the best of, you know, both worlds. You're going to be, as I mentioned, you know, 5 minutes away from downtown Panama, but at the same time, you're going to be an hour and an hour and a half for one of the most spectacular islands that we have in Panama. So that's a perfect combination. Now, we have been covering a lot so far. You know, some of you might be like this young lady right here, overwhelmed with a lot of information. But we just want to ask you a question. If there's a way we can continue this conversation where we can actually explain you a little bit more how you can actually, you know, get advantage of this, what we call secrets, which is, you know, limited time you know, incentive, and they will expire in any given time. So if you want to, you know, have more information about this, would you be interested? And Yari have some information to share with you.
Thank you. I was in mute, sorry. So, and we have been very excited to share all this information with you. So we created this webinar to give you all the information, to talk to you about the incentive. But like Jose mentioned, I mean, Ocean Reef is a small city by itself. And there's so much details that it's so hard to get everything in the, you know, we have 45 minutes in this call, and we have been just shooting the updates of Panama, the past, the future, the news, the secrets, the projects. So it's a lot to take in. So we created what we call the Catch the Next Wave package. So, and this is as a thank you for those that connected to this webinar. And for those that were not able to connect and probably are going to be watching this replay tomorrow, we also want to thank you that you came in and took time to listen to this. So as a thank you, we created this Catch the Wave package for the people that are watching the webinar. And what is the Catch the Wave package? Okay, so I'll tell you. We created a 30 minutes consultation so we can get all the details, to show you all the details of the programs. And I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna throw another poll question right here. Which incentive do you think you like the best? So I'm just throwing this question right here. Feel free to answer. If any of this in the secrets of this incentive look great for you, which one is the one that, you know, resonates best with you? And we would go through that incentive with you, through that specific program or the comparisons of one another with you. And another thing that we know it's huge for people that are not in Panama, and many of you answer like, I'm looking to relocate in the previous question. So we will have also access, we'll provide you access with an expert real estate lawyer. And this way you can go with this attorney, you can learn the buying process in Panama. You can find out what are the types of residency visa options that work for you and your family, because it's different when it's just yourself or you and your spouse and kids. So we can guide you through this consultation, no charge, extra on this. Okay, so I'm getting answers of the incentive. That's great. Okay, most people like the guarantee rent 2-year incentive. That's great. So I'm going to leave the poll there for a while in case other people are answering. I'll keep talking about the package. And the second thing, we decided, okay, so we'll do the consultation, but what else can we offer them? What else could be? So let's say this is also a huge thing when people are looking to invest in Panama. They want to know what's the best way to do it. Should I do it on a personal name? Should I do a corporation? Should I do a foundation to protect my family assets? So if you decide to go any of this after going through the attorney, the expert attorney consultation, we will offer you a 15% bonus discount on those legal services. So you will be able to take advantage of this limited time offer if you create a foundation or a corporation. And then we said, okay, so we want to do something else, you know, for those who assisted the webinar, attended the webinar. So we spoke with Alfredo and we say, hey, Alfredo, so what if we can offer something to those people that during the webinar decide to schedule their call with their free consultation? What can we offer them? And he extended us this option only, and this is only for people that are in this webinar. This won't be to any other clients outside. You can get a 6-month credit on your HOA dues. So, and this could be applied to any of the 3 projects that we discussed previously. So how does this sound to you guys? And I'm launching another poll here. So how do you feel about this? Okay, I'm getting yeses. That's great. Yes, so this is our Catch the Next Wave package. You get the 30 minutes consultation. This is no commitment. This is just connecting with us, get a 30 minutes consultation, expand on whatever you decide you like best. You want more information on Ocean Reef, you want more information in Ocean House, you want information on both. You prefer to have more information on the buying process, whatever you want. And there's no commitment right here that you have to buy or anything. It's just starting the conversation and see if that works for you. See if this is something that, you know, if you can get a higher ROI than what you can get on your saving account or your CD, would that be worth it for you? If so, okay, let's talk. And if you can secure a property in a development that is considered to be the top location to live in Latin America, would that be worth it? Or if you can invest in a hands-off property with a guaranteed rent consistently for 2 years. If that will be worth it for you, we can just schedule a call with you and we'll go in depth on details of what works for you. So you can take advantage of this incentive. And like we mentioned, this is a limited time. We won't have this incentive forever, but we have, and like Jeff mentioned before, we do have many clients that have already done this and we've been able to do this, represented over $10 million in contracts of people that were so happy to see something like this coming up. So we wanted to share it with our VIP clients. This is only going out to our clients in Punta Pacifica Realty. And I noticed when people were coming in that there were, I think somebody shared links, and so I don't know, your names probably are not registered all right here. So in that case, if this sounds interesting to you, what I'm going to ask, if you can send your email, your phone to the chat, it would only go directly to Miguel, who is gathering this information. Miguel is our inside sales person, and he will gather the emails and the contact information for those who raise their hand and say, yes, I'm interested. I would love to hear more and sit down and discuss if this works for me. If so, just send your message in the chat and it will only go to Miguel. So nobody else will be having your contact information. And we can get in touch, So this is it. We're gonna start our Q&A. I don't know if Jeff or Jose want to say something before we start the Q&A.
Excited, Yari, to, you know, as you mentioned, share with our clients, with our VIP clients, this information, these secrets. Very importantly, as you said, this is a limited time offer. It will expire in any given time. So we are happy to share with you guys. And as Yari said, you know, all you have to do is, you know, send information to our, you know, to Miguel. And so we can, you know, be in contact with you and provide you more information about anything that you want to know about what we have shared today.
Yeah, thanks so much, Yari and Jose and everyone that's here. And the reality is, this is something that's happening. It's you know, we've been signing contracts over 10 million in the last 30 days. So it's been successful. People are enjoying the fact that they can have guaranteed rent, that they know exactly what is going to be coming in. Some people I saw in the questions are asking, how can the rent be guaranteed? And basically the developer is so bullish on the product that they will be signing the contract with you to rent the property, and the rent is guaranteed. So, and that's after CAM fees, that's after any fees that you would normally have, property management. And when you look at numbers like, you know, on the smaller properties, 25,000, on Ocean Reef, you know, 2-bedroom in Ocean Reef, guaranteeing $45,000 on a 2-bedroom a year. That's $90,000. It's big money, and it's getting people's attention. And it's just a testament to, you know, having unique product and having really strong demand. So hope that we can, you know, be able to share more personalized details with anyone that's interested. As Yari said, a lot of the participants came in under, you know, Yari's name, for example. So we're not exactly sure who everyone is, but please feel free to reach out. This is, you know, these are incentives that are happening. You know, I know one of them that's really been also a hit is, you know, from the second you put your deposit money down until the day you get your keys, having interest, you know, 6% interest on your money, you know, that adds up. And that also hedges you if there's any delays on in any part, you know, you're making money the whole time. So it's really been great. Thank you guys both, and we'll go to the Q&A.
Yes, great. So there's a couple of questions. Is the developer a top developer? How long in the business? So Grupo Los Pueblos is the developer with the most time in the business. They have more than 36 years of consistent work developing different communities in Panama, big projects. If you have been in Panama and you know Albert Mall, they did Albert Mall. They also did there's like a hub for transportation hub
yeah, the bus terminal.
The bus terminal in Panama that connects Central America, and they built that. Besides huge communities like Embassy Club, in the Clayton area, beach properties, they are all over Panama with a lot of experience in the market and very robust. That's why they can offer this. That's exactly because of their stability. Financially, they can offer this incentive to the clients with confidence. You know, that's why. Somebody else asked about, is the fly in October? Is the fly and buy on? Yes, Jeff, right. We have fly and buy still available for clients coming in.
Yes, we do. And we have a lot of people that have been just waiting to get down here. And we've had a lot of people do reservations saying that they want to, you know, reserve or take advantage, but they want to actually get down and look at the property. So yes, if somebody you know, wants to come down, basically the developer will reimburse your flight and your hotel stay up to $2,500, and based on entering into a purchase. So yeah, it's on, and we have a lot of people already signed up for that.
Somebody else is asking if they, or I think it's the same person is asking if they can buy now or at least reserve now and then come in October. Yes, definitely you can reserve your unit now and you can come when officially the airport is open in October. Yes, you can do that. So we can discuss in depth how it works, but yes, you can reserve a unit and then you come in October and finalize your paperwork, anything else. Okay, okay, we have a couple of questions here. What do you consider Panamanian countryside, Chiriquí, Bocas del Toro, attractive for real estate investors in this case? Which kind of real estate shopping center like living spaces? The Chiriquí was one of the main province that was developed at the beginning, the place called Boquete. It's an attraction for retirees for many years right now. And it's developed not as the city, but they have pretty much anything that you need. But it also depends on what you're looking for. What do you need to be surrounded? What do you want? That determines if you go and invest in a beachfront property or you go to the mountains. And we're happy to expand on this with you on this question also.
We have another here, Yari. It's a question. Is there a map of the project location? Yes, we do have a map that we can share where you can easily understand where each project that we have talked right now is actually located. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. What do you do about maintenance on rentals? Okay. Anyone wants to answer, or could I answer that one?
Sure, I'll step in.
Okay.
So for the guaranteed rent, that includes the property management. So every property, every unit that's involved in the guaranteed rent program has property management included also in the package, and there's no additional cost for that. So basically from 45 days from the delivering the keys to the apartment, it will enter into a 2-year rental contract, and the developer takes care of everything. So you really have no requirement to be involved. If something gets broken, it gets fixed. The rent collection, everything is taken care of and guaranteed by the developer.
Great. And there's a question here. How long has your company been in the business? Jess, you want to take this one?
Sure. We are coming up on year 10. So we've been here coming up on year 10, and proud to have entered into the market and really be able to focus on luxury properties and also focus on overseas investors that are looking for good service, because one of the things that Panama always needs to improve on is its service, and we're here to help help hold people's hand all the way through from start to finish. And we're really proud of what we've been able to accomplish and all the great relationships we've put together.
Great.
Also, there's some questions about construction coming back. Like Jose mentioned, we have an official reopening of the airport and the country completely on October 12th. Nevertheless, construction should be starting next week. We had some construction that already started this week, and we're expecting the rest of the construction starting next week for all the projects. So I think that's great news. Why we haven't been able to continue? We have somebody's asking comparing to the United States, but every country works different. But we're so excited that finally construction is going to come back next week and everything is going to be starting again. Are all financing options available for Ocean Reef as well? Yes, we could extend this incentive to other properties in Ocean Reef. We would have to go through which one is the one that you preferred, but yes, we can extend the incentive to those as well. How can you guarantee rent? Well, the developer will take care of the rent. He will make sure he rents it, but he will pay the owners of the property the rent calculated it on a 6% regardless. So the owners, you as an investor, you will get your rent guarantee. You will get, based on a 6% return, you will get it every month. And he will rent it, but if it's not rented, he will still pay the rent. So that's how he's guaranteeing the rent.
Yeah, just to step in here for a second, Yari, because that's a good question. People are wondering, how can you guarantee anything really? But the way you can look at it is when you sign into a purchase agreement, you're also signing into a 2-year rental contract with the developer. So the developer is renting it back from you, and you know, they're so bullish on the uniqueness of their properties. You know, Ocean Reef, there's nothing like it. There really is no competition, and there are a lot more people trying to live on Ocean Reef than there are availabilities. I think there's maybe 1 apartment or maybe 2 available for rent currently. And in Ocean House, for example, as discussed earlier, these properties being priced in, you know, in the 300 to 400 range, 400,000 range, are, you know, in some cases half the price of what other Santa Maria properties. So you are going to have very high demand for people that want to be in that area, but not be paying, you know, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month in rent. And for those properties, you can, you know, get a 6% guaranteed ROI, which would equate to about $25,000 a year.
Great.
Someone was asking, Yari, if there's this information is in Spanish.
We will be preparing this webinar in Spanish, and we will send everyone this presentation. Everyone that attended the webinar will send you the presentation so you can have it. Somebody else was asking if it's going to be on our website. We're going to share we will share it with you, and we'll translate in Spanish to have it for those who prefer Spanish. We have another question. When are these projects projected to be finished? So it depends. For example, Coco Place it should be finished this year, or starting 2021. Coco Place is a building that it's pretty much done. Outside is pretty much finished, and they're in details inside. Ocean House started construction in December 2019, and is projected to be finished end of 2022, starting 2023. In Ocean Reef, we have different products like Jose mentioned. So we have projects that are going to be finished somewhere between this year. We have some that are about to be completed and delivered this year, and we have some that are going to be finished in 2023, like Seascape, end of 2022 for Seascape. So we have in the range of end of this year to start in 2023, and we will go through that also on the consultation. What else we have here? We have many questions. After any rental contracts, yes. So this is also a very good question. So after the rental contracts, is the owner allowed to move into the property? Definitely, yes. It's a minimum of 2-year rent for the guaranteed rent incentive. If you want, and the developer offers you to extend to an additional year, that will be discussed, but it's minimum 2 years. If you want to move into the property, you can move into the property no problem. And yeah, I think Jeff's going to ask.
That's definitely a good question, because a lot of people are looking at Panama as a place they eventually want to move to, or have a second home or a third home, but not, right away. So we have people that, buy a property with the intention of moving down here maybe in 5 years, and they want to have it rented. They want to lock in a good price now, and have it ready for them when they're eventually ready to move. So you can definitely have it guaranteed and rented, and then take over and move in yourself.
Okay. Another question here is, do you have contracted high-end rental maintenance company to care for the units? In the guarantee rental program, the developer has a company that it's going to take care of the property management. So there's no additional cost for those 2 years. And we, Punta Pacifica Realty, also have a property management for any units after that. So in the guarantee rent, you don't have to worry about the 6% net that you're getting. It's after the HOA fees and also after the maintenance fees. And the developer already has a company assigned that's going to take care of the maintenance. Okay. When is the prediction for flights from Europe to resume? I'm pretty sure that it's October 12th for all the airlines, for the airport completely. So as of October 12th, from any parts of the world, you can start arriving to Panama. Right now, only residents, but after October 12th, we're open to the world.
Great.
What happens after 2 years regarding the rental contract? Like I mentioned, we would have an option of, you wanna answer this one, Jose?
No, you can take it.
Okay, so after 2 years, the developer could extend an option to continue the rent, but you can take over. And I would like to say a little bit about this. So the cycle, you will be receiving your property, let's say somewhere around 2024, 2025, depending on the moment, you know, the property that you choose. And after everything that we share at the beginning, you would see how there's going to be new companies arriving to Panama. There's going to be the canal. We have an increase from the copper base industry as well. So we foresee, and I'm pretty sure the developer feels confident on this. That's why he is projecting these rents. So if he has no concern of guaranteeing a rent during the first 2 years, it's because that's something that it will be out there available for the rest of the people. How much deposit do you need to make for a reservation? So a standard reservation to reserve a unit in Panama, usually we do a $10,000 reservation and to take the unit off the market. This reservation is 100% refundable. So if later on there's something that changes, it's 100% refundable. It's just to take the unit off the market. Let's say you get into a call, you choose a unit, and you don't want to lose that option because it's your favorite unit. You reserve it, take it off the market while you get the rest done, and it's 100% refundable. Okay. Okay, so.
Well, I see a couple more. Is this the same developer as the Westland Mall? And the answer is yes. Grupo Los Pueblos has developed Albrook Mall, Westland Mall. Albrook Mall, interestingly, is the largest mall in all of North America, which is a fun little fact I found on Wikipedia. It's actually even bigger than the Mall of the Americas. So it's, you know, you're dealing with a very, very sturdy developer group with the kind of projects that they've put together over the last 30 years.
How long will the rental agreements be? Well, it will be 2 years. I mean, depends on the client. He's gonna find a client for you. You would not determine the rent. The developer will guarantee a return on 6% for you, and whatever the rent is that for your unit, you will get that for those 2 years.
Yari, something to add here in that question is that, as you said, if any one of you requests more information, we can share with you charts where you can exactly see all the numbers throughout the years, throughout the months. So that's very good that we can share that information with you guys.
Yes, and we have got some people that already send your contact information, so we will be scheduling those free consultations with you so you can get your Catch the Wave package and see what works best for you. I highly recommend all the people that are asking questions. We're happy to answer them, but every scenario is so specific for each person. That's why we would love to have you all in the free consultation so we can go over those small details. All the questions that you have, we'll answer it for you. You will have Jose, you will have me or Jeff. If you already have any agent in Punta Pacifica Realty that you work with. We'll schedule the call with them as well. And everybody is well knowledgeable on all this information. So just let Miguel know who's your agent, and we can schedule those calls. And I'll drop here in the chat for those who you can schedule. Also, you can send a message to this email to schedule your appointment. And we're once again thankful for having you all here attending to this webinar, and hopefully we'll have more to come because we want to keep you updated with the best information of Panama. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you for
being here.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Yari and Jose. We'll be doing this again.